Hey, Jarvis. We just got news, Ronnie Harrison went on COVID list. Andrew Sendejo came off, but you guys got seven players still on the COVID list, and obviously Coach Stefanski and your position coach, some other coaches. I'm just wondering, what are your emotions about this game with the adversity you guys are facing?
Coach Stefanski talks about it all the time. We got to hit the curveball, and we've been thrown another one. In the last couple of weeks, it's just it's been tough for us. But at the end of the day, we just have to answer the call each and every time, and roll with it, hit the curveball, and guys gonna have to step up, and this is what it is.
How much of a obstacle is the fact that you guys haven't practiced yet this week, and everybody's wondering what that'll mean come game time? What do you think?
I mean, at the end of the day, practice is a big part of everything that we do, and understanding that. But then at the same time, I mean, look, it's 2021, feels like 2020 still, and everything's still so unexpected. But we got to make the most out of this Zoom meetings, out of the walkthroughs that we're doing, out of the time that we have to be able to go over all of the details, be able to, go outside, stretch, do anything that you can do at your home or what you have, to be able to try to get ready for this game. Because, I mean, this game is happening, obviously, despite what we're going through as a team. I don't think the league look at it as a disadvantage or anything like that. So, I think for us, we got to just continue to prepare and get ready to play a game.
Thanks, Nate. Scott Petrick is next.
Hey, Jarvis. We've talked a lot about Baker and how he handles the bright lights. Well, the playoffs, they get even brighter, and this is his first trip. So what do you expect to see out of Baker on Sunday night?
Everything and more that we've been seeing. He's, again, he's our leader. And I always say, and I've continued to say, our team is gonna go, as he does, and I think that he has a great sense of the importance of each and every game and each and every play, and that's something that we need at that position. We have the right guy for the job. We just got to go out there and play as a team.
And kind of following up on what Nate asked you, the fact that you guys might not get any, not a lot of reps thrown to each other. Baker said he hasn't thrown a ball all week. How much of an obstacle is that?
I mean, listen, again, feels like 2020 still, but it's part of it. And, whether we got to do things, tomorrow if we get in the building, or, Saturday on the travel, or, before the game, whatever it is. I mean, I think we play 8:00 game, so we're going to have some time to do some things early on in the day. But, we'll see. We're playing everything by ear and making the most of, what we can do, being away from the building with the circumstance that's going on.
Thanks.
Thanks, Scott. We'll go to Mary Kay Cabot.
Yeah, Jarvis, I got on here a second late, but so I don't know if they asked you about, the news today that, that Ronnie Harrison now has tested positive and he's not going to be able to play in the game. Here you guys are trying to rebound from all the other guys, and you get hit with this today. When something like that happens, how do you handle it when it's just another blow like that? And also, what does Ronnie mean to your defense and just kind of the season that he's had?
Yeah, I'll start with the type of season he's had. I mean, since he's gotten here, he's been a guy that I've been excited about, to be able to, take the field with, knowing his versatility and his ability to make plays. And he's done that for us in, a countless amount of games. I can remember even I want to say the Colts game. I think he had a pick six in that game, and that helped turn the tide in that game for us, which is huge. If you look back at how all this wild card stuff played out, so he's definitely vital to our defense and to our team. And it sucks that he's going through this, missing more games due to COVID. And all you can do as a team, is hope that he's, doesn't have any symptoms and that he feels well and gets through this process. And then you look at the next guy and you see who's the next guy up, and, try to get that guy ready to play in a playoff game.
And just as far as the sort of the daily hits that you guys take. How are you guys handling that when it's kind of one thing after another?
Far as like COVID.
Yeah, like today you're getting ready to, maybe gear up to practice and you find out, oh, now we're going to be without Ronnie. How are you guys handling the constant hits of these past 2 weeks?
I mean, it's the curveball. It's the curveball that Coach Stefanski been talking about all year, and it calls on guys to step up and play in roles that they may have not, anticipated playing in, and it calls on other guys, to make more plays. But obviously, in these situations, it's always a team game, it's a team sport. So it's going to take everybody to win these type of games, and you need everybody. And unfortunately, we have a couple guys out, and we got a couple guys back, but you do need everybody. But it's part of the game of this year, and other guys have to step up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Kay. Dale Ryder has our next question.
Hey, Jarvis, certainly respect the just, tuck and roll with the punches that you guys have been doing here these last couple of weeks, but especially this week, trying to get ready for a playoff game and you can't get on the field together. Baker said that it's not going to have any impact on how you guys play Sunday night, but just not being able to get those reps in during the week that you normally would. What type of impact does that have on you as a receiver? Because obviously we know the quarterback receiver chemistry is very, important to you guys.
Yeah, and that's something that we've been building throughout the year, right? That's something that we've been building with the countless amount of reps from off-season training till now, and we're gonna have to bank on that. We're gonna have to bank on, just the timing and the things that we've worked on to this point, with having limited reps this week. Can't use this as an excuse. We can't use this as, something that is going to hinder us. I can't even say that to you. We just got to find a way, like you say in the beginning when you first asked this question, continue to roll the punches, hit the curve ball, and go out there and compete to win a game, regardless of the circumstances. You got to go out there and win the game.
You guys were obviously so excited Sunday night, making the playoffs and that. Does this experience kind of put a damper on that excitement a little bit?
I mean, no. I mean, listen, again, we all still a part of this thing. The guys that haven't been with us, the guys that are on the COVID list, whatever, we all are part of this thing. And, the mission is still the same. I think for us, we're still excited about the opportunity to play football in January. We're still excited about making the playoffs, but at the end of the day, I think the most important thing in our thought process and the urgency of what we're trying to do here is win the game, regardless of the circumstances that we're faced with, and that's just how the cards is, and that's how we got to play it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Daryl. To Marla Ridenour.
Yeah, Jarvis, do you expect, I don't know how close you are with Alex Van Pelt. Do you think things are going to be dramatically different with him calling the plays?
I really don't, have a great sense of that, I think that him and Kevin have a great relationship, great rapport. Obviously, they see a lot of things the same. They see a few things different, or a lot of things different, but either way, their relationship and their chemistry has been good for our team. So I think that, the game planning of everything and understanding how, as everything folds throughout the week and how things will probably get called, I do anticipate for it to be a mix of, both of their coaching styles or play calling styles.
And do you, just with Coach Stefanski out and guys like Joel Bitonio, is there any sense that you could almost sort of rally around, this could draw you even closer?
Absolutely. Again, like I just said, I think, the biggest thing is that we always keep in mind that the guys that started with us and, that's not here with us are, injured or on COVID list right now, they're all part of this too. They're all part of the reasons why we take the field, all a part of the energy that we bring to be able to, get those guys back the following week, or be able to, for the injured guys, to be able to play football in January and on to February, to be able to have, something at the end to show for, what we've accomplished as a team. So, those guys being out is definitely extra motivation to make it another week and win this game for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marla. Tony Grossi's next.
Hey, Jarvis, I was wondering, in your athletic career, have you ever felt more like we have nothing to lose going into this game based on everything that's happened this week?
What you mean?
Meaning, probably nobody except yourselves expect, given all the roster losses, that you could go in there and give it your best shot.
Well, I mean, I think in a sense it's kind of always been like that, like that. So that's nothing new to us. But we're gonna show up with what we have, and we're gonna compete.
I guess I'm getting at there is a positive that can be made of this, is that you're unburdened of the pressure of a playoff game, and no one expects you to compete with some of your best players out.
Yeah, I mean, nobody expected us to make the playoffs. Nobody expected us to win 11 games. Nobody expected for things to be turned around here in Cleveland. Nobody, no one. So, like I say, I say that to say, yeah, I guess in a sense it is some added motivation, but, I think that that's something that we've all internalized and kind of always kind of felt. But at the same time, we have to go out there and play and perform and win these football games, so we not paying attention to too much outside noise, just understanding that we have a great opportunity to play football in January in a playoff game. And regardless of the situation, we still got to show up and go to play. They're going to show up and play. We got to do the same.
Thanks, Tony. We have time for 3 more. We'll take one question apiece, please. Scott Petrick, Nate Ulrich, Mary Kay Cabot. Scott, go ahead.
Hey, Jarvis, after playing the Steelers twice this year, what have you learned about the best ways to attack their defense?
I mean, it's tough. I mean, I feel like, they do a lot of the similar stuff, but different ways. So you never really know what you're going to get until, after the first quarter or first couple of series of a game. So, I think with that being said, it's hard to pinpoint, but obviously they're a great defensive team. They've always been that way since, as long as I can remember. We're going to have to be as sound as we can on the offensive side of the ball for sure.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. Next is Nate Ulrich.
Hey, Jarvis, I know you just said that, the opportunity to win this game, get some of those guys off the COVID list back for the next round is motivation. I just want to ask you specifically about Joel Bitonio, because you've referenced how much he's been through here and how, you've talked to him about, the turnaround this season. How much of a rallying cry can it be for the longest tenured player to be out, and everything he means to you, the type of player he is?
I mean, he's important to our team. He's important to the Cleveland Brown and the history that we've accomplished this year. So I think it sucks what he's going through. To be able to be here for the time that he's been here, and then now be in this position, and he can't even play the game because of the circumstances. So I think for us as a team, obviously we know how much this game means, and we to Joel, and what he will give, to be out there. And that's definitely something that we all have in mind. That is definitely something my man Dunn is going to have in mind, playing guard and giving it his best shot out there. But I think for us, we got to continue to be able to. I said this, just continue to play our style of football, continue to protect the football. There's no self-inflicting things, and see how it comes out in the end. But this is definitely one for Joel. Absolutely.
Thank you, Nate. The final question to Mary Kay Cabot.
Hi, Jarvis, can you talk about the intensity that you're anticipating from this defense, the physicality, just how this game is just going to be taken up to a whole new level, and maybe because you're probably one of the few guys that has actually experienced a playoff game, how will you be able to help prepare some of your teammates for what they're about to face?
I think for the way that I've always approached any game, not just a playoff game, I've only played in one, but the way that I've always approached the game was, you always take the game to the opponent. You never try to match somebody else's intensity. You always start with the knockout punch, and that's something that I've always tried to do. That's something how I approach the game mindset wise. And that's something that I'll definitely be transparent with my team about. And if not, then, it's more just telling them, hey, just watch how I play. Just watch how I play today. Match what I'm doing today, and we'll see if that's enough.